Dear cheaters, you know what we say on this channel about cheaters. If you can't stay loyal, stay single. My partner, 34 female, has been having an affair 2 months before our wedding ceremony. Long post and needs a bit of a backstory. Trigger warning, SA. Thank you for putting that in there. Me, 36 male, met my wife, 34 female, while traveling overseas in 2019. She's European and we hit it off well and we stayed in contact. And over 2 years struggled to get her to move to Australia, where I live but not born. We have had a happy relationship and it's been filled with love. And we now also have a dog, which we both adore. We had a court marriage for a partner visa mid last year, but have a wedding planned in her home country in 2 months, with all guests excited and ready to go. We have been together now for 5.5 years. It has been a hard relationship at times. I've been a specialist doctor, which requires me to move around a bit, but also have always been back in the city where she lives so she could have some stability. My training didn't allow for me to work in the role I wanted in a major city, so I've recently started re-specializing in a highly competitive medical area. 5 or more years training, with the goal of being able to have family stability, kids, and a good life for both of us. For the next 2 years, we are doing long distance, but I'm back for 3 days every 2 weeks and call every day. Oh no. That's a lot of time apart for a cheater. Something happened to me last December. I was on a diving trip solo and had my drink spiked at a bar. Ultimately ended up waking up with no recollection on the floor of a strange house. It took me some time to get my memory back, but essentially I had been SA'd by a man who must have scoped me out at the bar. It was simultaneously the most humiliating and self-worth destroying thing to happen to me in my adult life, and required me to completely alter my trip to travel to another country to get HIV and medical treatment. I have since been in therapy. I have essentially quit drinking entirely out of fear and anxiety. Normally I'm very outgoing and anxiety is new for me. I told my wife straight away and she's fully aware of how this has affected me. Fast forward to the last few weeks, she has been distant toward me, not wearing her wedding ring as well. The only time I don't wear mine is when I'm doing sterile procedures. She dropped a hard bomb on me a few weeks ago when she said she was interested, oh God, in the idea of an open marriage. How many stories have we read about that on my channel? Someone cheats and then they try to convince them to have an open marriage, but they've already cheated? Yeah. Which I felt was totally not aligned with the vision I had for building a family. She also stated that she wasn't sure about having kids anymore, which was always a deal breaker for me. 2 nights ago, she called saying we needed to talk and stated maybe we should call off the wedding. At this point, I've had some suspicions for some time and asked her outright if there was another person. She told me she had been seeing a backpacker she met at a language meet for the last 4 weeks, meeting at his house a few times per week. She told me they agreed to stop seeing each other after she told him that she was married. He decided he didn't want to be part of this. She told me things changed after my SA and she didn't see me the same afterwards. That's terrible. I think for this, the huge red flags are repetitive and intentional cheating on multiple occasions. Him telling her it was not on the stimulus for her guilt and confession. It was driven by her. Changing goalposts. I feel like saying no to kids is manipulation over my feelings. It's challenging for me now since I'm struggling with the SA and doing a challenging training scheme. I have been struggling to find meaning in it for myself since the decision for my work was built on a good future for us as a couple, not for me as an individual. We are meeting face to face in a week. I feel like walking away is the right move, but it's challenging. My goals and anchors are so entrenched in the future for us as a couple. What does everyone think? I feel super lost. I think the first point of discussion will be to see the messages between her and the guy. If she had cut off communication with him after her confession, there is some grounds to work, but if it's ongoing, I believe that's black and white for me. Take the cheating out of it. If you can choose to forgive her or not, your choice. But is she a supportive partner in what happened to you? Because I feel like you need someone who's going to support you healing and getting through that. Because her out there cheating is definitely not helping you heal from what happened. Perfect time for hydration station. I'm actually double fisting today. We're hydrating, but we're also dehydrating with more coffee. So cheers. It's okay to have both. Next up, still struggling with trust after my wife crossed a line with a male friend. A few months ago, my wife developed a close friendship with a male colleague. I raised concerns early on, but I agreed to let it be because she said she needed a friend. I knew they smoked and drank together sometimes, and I trusted that even if boundaries ever blurred, she would be honest with me. But one day, I found out they hugged. Not a casual hug, but a close one in a secluded corner, like something two people romantically involved might do. That broke me. It wasn't just the act, it was that she never told me. I always believed if something like that ever happened, she would tell me herself. Since then, even though she's avoided going back to the office space, partly for me, partly for herself, the wound hasn't healed. Whenever people from that group are even mentioned or nearby, I get triggered. Recently, we argued on the roof because she wanted to walk where some of those people were visible on their block's roof, and I didn't want to be near that space. I ended up saying hurtful things again, not directly about that guy, but the pain found its way out. I feel like I'm losing my battle with myself and my insecurities. I don't want to keep reacting this way, but I'm still hurting deeply. Not sure how to move forward. Few clarifications, thank God, because for me, I don't know. I need a little more here. I actually found them holding hands beside the stairs door. I found she hugged him when she hugged me and commented that I should have shoulders built. What? So obviously there's some kind of romantic-ish going on between them. If you're holding hands and like snuggling up together, which is inappropriate. We do have an update on this though. I had a discussion again with her about last night's behavior and feelings. I am putting things she said in her words. Not exact, but overall how she put it and says. She says she wants us to represent our relationship in a way that we are unbothered from that guy anymore. She says we can't let this guy affect our lives so much. We can't stop going everywhere where he is present, and she says we should ignore him and move forward. She is not in a condition to handle me given her sadness and internal struggle. But why is she sad? About this? Or like other sadness? However, she says once she fixes herself, she can focus on me. On top of that, she also says she needs my help by not fighting and bringing up the same topic again and again. She says she wants me to do any physical activity or stick to any routine. That's all she wants me to do. Okay, so she wants you to work out. She says I am not doing anything to move past this guy and I am behaving like a girl. Ooh, I don't know. I don't like anything about the way that she has handled this. I didn't hear an apology anywhere in there. Was she even sorry? Wife of 5 years cheated. I'm just lost and looking to vent. We have been together for 10 years. I'm 30, she's 28. She was everything to me. I have no family. I have a couple of lifelong friends, but they live across the country. The signs were there. I should have snooped. I shouldn't have trusted her. She cheated with her coworker. She brought him into our home multiple times. I've never so much as spoken to a woman the wrong way, let alone hugged, kissed, and had sex with during our marriage. After I first found out, I just couldn't imagine kissing someone else. It just doesn't make sense to me. I tried working it out, but she went right back to talking to him. Someone she's known less than 2 years, who is also married, and he has children. We don't. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't laugh or smile, I keep throwing up. The thoughts that race through my head literally make me sick. In the past 4 days, I have had less than 10 saltine crackers. No. I am drinking plenty of water. I just can't fathom why she would choose someone who she doesn't actually want to be with over me. She says she loves me. She said she got a little bored of our relationship and it was exciting. And then she formed an emotional connection. Bored? We go on international trips 2 to 4 times a year, plus other trips across the US. She cheated days after coming back from 2 international trips. I hate when people use that as an excuse. It got boring. Well, you make it more fun then. don't know where to go from here. I know I need to contact a lawyer, but just meeting with them is $300. One quoted me over the phone that most lawyers here, you're looking at $5K minimum, and that's if she, my wife, doesn't contest anything. I don't know if she will contest or not. I feel like I don't know her anymore. The house is in my name. She makes $50K less than I do a year. The only bill she pays is her car insurance and our health insurance through her job. I don't know if I'm going to have to pay alimony, buy her part of the house. I don't know why she did this. I know people say, delete Facebook, lawyer up, hit the gym, but I don't want to do anything. Yesterday, I laid around the house all day until I finally went on a walk. Before then, literally did nothing. Laid in bed, no TV, no music, nothing. I am only out of work until middle of next week. I don't know how I'm going to go back. I don't want to tell anybody about this. It's embarrassing. I talked about my wife all the time. I've built her up as an effing saint to anybody I talk to about her. I think I will just break down in front of everybody if I get asked about her. About where my wedding ring is that I used to tap on the desk without realizing. Literally, I forgot to put it back on after washing my hands before going to work, and somebody asked midway through the day, I haven't heard you tapping your ring today. Must be a busy day. So people will know. I have hobbies, but none that I want to do now. I'm not social. I don't drink. I don't want to start over with someone else. I don't want to have the what's your favorite color conversations all over again. I never want that. I want her. We tried making it work. For 2+ weeks we were healing, or so I thought. She started talking to him as soon as she went back to work. I packed her things, ended up blocking her, and the worst part is, every day I hope she comes back home. I hope she emails me, messages me on Instagram, calls me from her mom or dad's phone. I truly want nothing more than to hold her again. Today is day 5 after I found out she started messaging him again. It's been 4 weeks since I first found everything out, and if she were to unlock our front door now, I would run and give her the biggest hug because she's my life and my wife. That makes me really sad because you're not like holding any value for yourself though. I know you love her, but like, what about you? What you deserve? He's also married with children. So like, is their plan to be together? Like, is he leaving his wife and he's gonna be with your ex-wife, or are they just keeping this hookup going? What's the plan here? It's also very fresh for you. Give yourself some time to heal. This is big. It's hard on the heart. Heartbroken and lost. We were high school sweethearts and we've been together for 8 years. We just got married in October. We're both 26 and I've been working for her family construction business with her dad and grandpa since I've been 19. 2 years ago, we bought a house together before we were even engaged, and everything seemed great for a few months. The remodeling was stressful, and so was living together truly for the first time. Then one day, she decided she wanted a break from me, completely unannounced. I took it hard, but respected her wishes, and we both agreed that we are still together, and this is simply a break. We eventually got back together, and I had a gut feeling something happened, but she would never confess. Fast forward to yesterday. All up until yesterday, my life has been amazing and a dream scenario. Our jobs are perfect, our house is beautiful, and every day feels like I get to hang out with my best friend who happens to be my wife. We got into a sort of a weird fight, all due to a white lie she was telling me for no reason. I finally questioned her again about what she's been lying to me about and that I can't get rid of this gut feeling. She starts the story off with, yes, she did talk to someone 2 years ago that she met at the gym, and all they did was text a couple times and then she blocked him. But again, I just couldn't believe it. After hours and hours and lies, I asked to see her phone and saw the thing that changed my life. A text her friend quoting the guy that she was seeing. The guy told her although he loved talking to her every single day and hanging out with her multiple times, he can't pursue her when she's in a relationship. So, more lies. She never ended this spout with this guy. He did. She claims they only kissed once, but then again, I don't know what to believe. I am in complete disarray, and this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I am completely lost. I work with her family, I live with her, and we just got married. If I leave, I'll lose my job, my best friend, my dogs, and my house. If I stay, I'm afraid I'll never be happy again and I'll lose all respect for myself. It's so new, so it's hard to see anything positive coming out of this, but I know nothing else but her and I gave my whole life to her. I am just so hurt. This happened 2 years ago and she decided to marry me without telling me. How can someone live with that guilt? She would have never told me if she didn't get caught. Oh my God, that's so tricky. I thought this had just happened. I'm like, I didn't realize that break was 2 years ago and you're married now. I feel like everyone has a different opinion on this, always in the comments, on some people can forgive a cheater and move forward in that relationship and mend things. And some people can't, and I'm one of those. Found out today that my dad cheated on my mom with her younger sister 40 years ago. We are not starting off lightly here. Hi all, I'm not even sure how to start this. My mom told me today that decades ago, my dad cheated on her with her younger sister. This all happened around the time my older brother was born. Apparently, my dad was even engaged to another woman not long after that, someone who didn't know he had a child. It was only called off because she backed out. I am still in shock. My mom found out about all of this a few months ago, but I just found out a few days ago. How do you find that out? Like, did he just confess everything? I left the house before my dad came home because I just couldn't bear to be there. I think my mom wanted me to confront him, or at least to witness her confronting him, but I couldn't handle the drama or the emotional weight of it. I needed space to process. She wasn't very happy about that, but I still feel like it was the right decision for me. Now I feel everything: rage, grief, disgust, confusion. I feel sorry for my mom, angry on her behalf, but also overwhelmed that she told me at all. Like, part of it was meant to punish him through me. I get it. He deserves it, but I still feel caught in the crossfire. I've always seen my dad as one of those good ones. This obviously shattered that. And maybe part of why this hurts so badly is because I've been treated poorly by men before, and I took comfort in thinking my dad wasn't like that. I feel disgusted. I feel like I was born into a trashy soap opera. Like my whole family history has been rewritten and I can't unknow it. I don't know what to do. I don't feel ready to talk to my dad, but the silence is heavy. I feel like I'm carrying a secret that shouldn't be mine to carry. I don't even know what I want from posting this, maybe just to get it out of my system. Any advice would be so wonderful. Edit. I didn't just ditch my mom. I comforted her, told her I was so sorry that happened and that she had to find a way out of this so many years later, and told her that I would support any decision she makes. I just couldn't see my dad's face after what I learned, and she seemed a bit huffy about it. All right, what are you guys doing in that situation? You confronting dad? Or are you staying while mom confronts dad? Or are you taking off for your own mental sake? Knowing me, I feel like I would be the one confronting. I'm probably there for the confrontation. All right, next up, my long-term girlfriend was sexting another man. My 28 male, long-term girlfriend, 28 female, sexted another man, and I don't know whether to stay or go. I've been with my girlfriend for 6 years and living with her for 3 years. She had a major traumatic experience in her life over a year ago, and she's really struggled ever since, getting therapy, medication, and having suicidal thoughts. It has been hard for both of us. I try my best to support her emotionally and try to help her find some purpose again. 2 days ago, she came to me and admitted that she had been flirting with a guy she knew from the gym on social media. It was only a couple of messages and that she felt terrible about it, so she blocked him and deleted the messages. I didn't like the fact that she deleted the messages, but I trusted her that it was just brief flirting led by the guy from her gym. I asked if she could try to recover the messages just so I could see the extent of the text because the story wasn't adding up, and she seemed off about doing that. When I pressed her on this, she admitted that it wasn't just flirting for a couple of messages, but sexting for an evening, starting while I was at work and then continuing once I got home. Ugh. At first, I thought I could get past the flirting, mostly because she came clean about it, but telling a half-truth feels manipulative. saying enough to get it off her chest without saying the whole truth because she knew it was bad. I mentioned her mental health because she blames that. She says her self-worth is so low and she craves approval, and this guy made her feel nice, and it went from there. That is a known problem for her. But we had a good relationship. It was intimate, supportive, fun, and overall happy, even if she hasn't been due to her traumatic experience. I also mentioned her mental health because I'm exhausted. It's been a really hard year worrying if your partner will be alive when you get home. Oh, that's awful. Or will have done something on impulse, like this, I guess. And I'm just tired. I worry that she'll never be in a place where we can have the future we previously wanted, having a family together where she can't even see why she should stay alive sometimes. Maybe she should get professional help. I say that like wholeheartedly. That's not a joke. Can you build trust again when something like this happens? A part of me feels like I would just be leaving out of pride. Another part feels like it's a chance to leave and just look after myself. I think I might still be in shock because I still feel like I can't trust her, even though she just lied to me to keep me. Yesterday, she left the house to go stay with her mom to give me the place to myself to think. She said she'll work hard at therapy, okay, and staying with her mom can help keep her on track with her therapy, and so I'm not caring for her, and it'll be more like dating again. I really love this woman, but I'm really struggling to trust her. This is not about me, it's about her need for approval, and there's not much I can really do to stop this happening again if things get bad for her again. I feel like I'm trying to build up the courage to leave her, but I can't. I was planning my life with her in it. It wasn't going to be easy, but I was willing to do it. I always trusted her. We're both quite brutally honest people, and I didn't expect this. Is there any advice anyone can give? I mean, therapy, the fact she's in therapy is number one. I think she needs to be. I think she needs to heal from a lot of things. I think the space could be a good thing, and you can focus on yourself and take some time to think about what you want to do. She can do the same. She has a lot of things to work through. Oh, I don't know. Oh, never mind. I don't have advice. I'm like going back and forth with how I feel. So you guys let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you in the comment section. Stay classy out there. Stay sassy. I'll see you tomorrow.